Hi there, it's Spencer here. I just want to do a quick little demonstration on Wakelet. So, if you've never heard of Wakelet before, I'd compare it to something maybe like Padlet. It can be used two ways. So either like a collaboration tool, getting opinions like from students and members of staff and collating it all into basically a one place, one resource, or it can also be used as a way just to like collate your own resources and own things you might find beneficial and bookmarks and things like that. You'll get more of an idea as I show you, like through the progress, little demonstrations, little video. But you can navigate to it. Sorry, by going simply to wakelet.com. Now you don't have to sign up for an account or anything like that because it pulls through with your Office 365 account. Simply click on like log. I can't remember exactly what the terminology is, but I think it's log in with Office 365 and it'll just follow you through into the process. So once you've logged in and use like a few terms and conditions you have to apply to and whatnot, but it'll come up to this page here, similar to something like this. Um, as you can see here, it says create a new collection. If I click on that, I'll show you basically a quick overview of what it is. So as you can see here, it's like a really simple way of collating all your resources and documents into one thing, basically. So rather than having it all scattered around in different places. You've got things in your OneDrive, you've got things on your desktop, you've got things on VLA on Moodle, or you've got things in Teams. You can put all resources you find beneficial to your students and just for yourself and colleagues into this one place, basically. So you can start by putting in a title for your collection. So it might be just beneficial resources or something like that. You can put in a cover image if you so wish. Students and staff get a bit more of an idea before they click on it. So we've got lots of different collections. You can put in a description if you so wish, so you get more understanding. And if you click on the little plus bit here, this is where all your different bits and pieces come into it. So as you can see, you've got URLs in here. So if you want to put in a link to an external site, if you want to put a link into something you might find beneficial, you can put that in there. You can use literally just a text as well if you want. So if you want to put a bit of information in that you might find beneficial, you can put that in there. But obviously a little bit of formatting options as well. You've got links and whatnot in here as well. So you can change it if you so wish. You've also got the ability to add in things like YouTube. So YouTube videos embed directly in here, so you don't have to navigate to a separate page. You can do it directly in Wakelet, which is quite nice. So you can even have like a whole Wakelet just for YouTube videos that you find beneficial. It's quite a nice thing. Tweets as well. You have to sign into Twitter and you have to add them on there, but you can add individual tweets and feeds and stuff in there as well. Bookmarks will come on to in a minute. Obviously, images and PDFs, Google Drive and OneDrive. So you can upload any files from your computer basically, and students click on them and open up. The case with the OneDrive, I haven't tried it with Google Drive personally, but with OneDrive and PDFs, they open up in a separate window. So similarly, I'm not sure if you've tried it out. If you've like in OneDrive, if you've shared a file with someone, they'll get like a little email saying Spencer shared this file. Where you click on it and open up in a separate window in like PowerPoint Online and Word Online, something like that. That's basically how it works. So you're basically just sharing permissions with them, but it's obviously a lot simpler because you click on the button. You've also got Flipgrid in there as well. So if you use Flipgrid, you can embed it directly into your Wakelet. So as I said, for everything you use, just since there's one collection, there's one Wakelet collection. Now, as you can see as well, you've also got the ability to change your layout at the top here. So I think there's four options. Yeah, there's four different options that you can choose from. So you can just have like a list as I've got now. You can have the media more prominent. So if you've got Word documents and PDFs, you can have them actually appear on the side. I'll show you an example in a second. We've also got like a mood board where it basically appears along the sides. Instead of having it listed along this way, you can basically have it horizontally, so along here. So a little bit of a different feel. So depending on what you're going for, depending on what you've got stored in there, you might find it beneficial to have a little play around with some of the different themes and formats in there. Now, as you can see at the top here as well, you've got mine's currently set to private. So when it's private, obviously it's just yourself that can see and make changes. You can have it as unlisted, so anyone that's got the link it says there can see the collection. So if it's anyone that you've shared it to via email, if you're stuck on Teams, anyone that clicks on that link will basically have access. Don't have to make an account, just click on that link and they'll be able to see all the documents you put in there. Public, anyone can see it. If they search for it, they'll be able to see it. So if you make a correlation of resources for some you find beneficial for your particular area, I'm not sure, you might find beneficial to share with everyone. Personally, I just go for unlisted and share with colleagues and students and whatnot. But yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to back out this one. I'll show you one I've sort of had a little play around with, and one of my colleagues as well as a little play around and added me. As you can see, it's still nothing exciting in this test collection. I've only put 3 different things in here. So as you can see, this is the mood board section I've got in here. So it goes horizontally along here. Now, I've put a little description in here, and as you can see, you've got this little interactive reader. Now, if you haven't used, it's the Immersive Reader. If you haven't used Immersive Reader in the past, basically what it does, I won't click on it now because it opens up on a separate window. It's a little bit long-winded. But if you click on it, basically the Immersive Reader can be used as a way for those that might struggle to read. They might have dyslexia or something similar, or they might need like a specific color to read, and they might find it easy to read on a pink or a blue screen rather than just the white. If they click onto that, they'll be able to like read it out to them, split it into syllables, change the color. You can do a little like a picture dictionary as well. So for those that might struggle to read or have additional needs, it's a really nice way to make sort of everyone be able to see it basically, and not have to make separate resources for those that might have additional needs, as I said. Now, I've got a few more resources on here. If I click onto either of these, they're going to open up in a separate window, as I said, at the top here, in the same browser you're on. You can navigate through them, you can close them at your own will, but they won't open on the Wakelet itself, sorry. If you put YouTube videos on here, you can play them directly on here, make them full screen, whatever you so wish. And now at the top there, as you can see, I've got 2 options: invite, share. If I click on invite, this is to make like a read-only access basically, so people can have a look at it, can't make changes. So sorry, I got run the wrong way. So invite is actually the opposite. Invite's the opposite. Now, if you invite, so you can do it multiple ways. So you can do it as a copy link, so you can just share that via email, share that via text, whatever it may be. You can do it as a QR code, so whoever scans it. Obviously, you have to sign in with their Office 365 account as well. But you'll be able to have different contributors on there, and they'll be able to add their own submissions and whatnot. You can click on Manage Contributors at the side there. You can remove the access if you so wish for some people. What's good as well, if different members of staff or if you have students adding resources on there, which you can do, it'll pop up who's put it on there. So it will say Spencer's added this on the 23rd of June or wherever it may be, which is quite nice. You can see all the different members of staff and students are adding resources. And share is the one I was thinking about. So this is the way you can share out with students or members of staff if you want them to make changes, basically just read-only access. So you can just copy that code directly. You can copy it as an embed code. So basically, Wakelet appears directly onto Moodle or directly onto a blog or Teams or something like that. So they don't have to navigate to a separate page. They can do it directly on Moodle. I'll go into separate detail how you can do that via labels and whatnot, but for now, I'll just show you that you can, in fact, do that. And you also got the option to do it via QR code and things like Teams and Google Classroom as well. So you can do a direct link in there, then click on it, and then be able to see your Wakelet basically. But I'll show you quickly now. So if someone invites you to join one of their own Wakelets, one of their own collections, if you sign in, you'll see it on the left-hand side here, as you can see. So I've got my group collections. If I click on one here, so as you can see, I've got one of my colleagues set up a little thing about the PlayStation here. If I click onto that, you'll be able to see his name here. As you can see, he's putting lots of different links here. So this is a PowerPoint he's added there that will open up in PowerPoint online. You've got a YouTube link there as well as just a direct link to a website, so Sony's website. As you can see, it's actually his name that's added these documents and websites, whatever it may be, and the specific date as well. Now, if I scroll down, you should be able to see something that I've added. Yeah, so you see added by you on June the 11th. So it's quite a nice way to see all the different resources that people have added, and if you so wish as well, um, be able to see all the different people that have contributed. So rather than having one collection that you can contribute to, you can have different members of staff, different colleagues, and students as well, if you so wish, add into this one page. As I said, you can go in yourself and delete the 7 elements if you don't think they're suitable, and also revoke the permissions for members of staff and students if they're not sticking um, to the criteria that you've set. Basically, if you want it to be specific things added on here and they're not being suitable, you can revoke their permissions. But yeah, I think once again, Wakelet's really quite a powerful tool. For those that have used Padlet in the past, I believe they're now adding a fee, so you'll have to pay for it rather than it being free. Wakelet is completely free. In my opinion as well, it looks a little bit nicer, a bit friendlier. It's, I think it looks a little bit more ergonomic. Um, Personally, because I think Padlet can get a bit confusing with all different things scattered everywhere. Um, but maybe that's just my own opinion. Looking forward to hearing what you'll have to say about it and your own opinions, but whatnot. But yeah, it's a little brief overview of Wakelet and what you can actually do with it. And yeah, I'll leave you to have a little play around with it. Thank you for watching.